My nigga.
Yo. What's up? It's the Boxing League Podcast back up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? On the late night at 11 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? On that Good Friday. Hope everybody Friday is going well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope everybody Friday is going as well. You know, mine's going good. You know, can't complain at all. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Brian Norman Jr. versus Bruce Ennis. And what y'all think? Do y'all think Brian Norman Jr. is a duck? Who's ducking? You know, Brian Norman Jr. He turned down what was that, 1.5 million? Yeah, he turned down $1.5 million, you know what I'm saying, for the fight with Gerard Bruce Ennis. You know? So everybody calling Brian Norman Jr. a duck. But before we get the show started, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday. So we're gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna sit back. We're gonna talk this box.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Come on, Mike. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. 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 Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Bitch, I'm in here going live. They been sleeping on the vibe. Nigga mugging, looking stupid, so I pushed them in his eye. Come on. I'm a big vice lord, and I'm standing on this shit. Yeah. Bring my brother like no other. I'm the fire. He the sick. Bitch, ain't no problem. Let's shoot it out. I just pop me a bing, got me booted now. Yeah.
My nigga.
And then yeah, before we get subscribed, you know how we do, man. Like and subscribe to the channel for sure.
Artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga.
We don't understand.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing
nigga.
is getting money.
Show a nigga some love, nigga.
Wabbly dabbly.
Niggas out here don't love.
Yeah, show some love. Smash that like button, man. It don't cost nothing. Smash that like button, man. Welcome back to the Boxing League Podcast, man. Let's make these good fights happen, man. You know, fuck all that ducking and hiding and all that shit. Let's make these fights happen, man.
Season. We are discussing this.
Saudi Arabia's commitment, the Riyadh season, is making all this happen. It's what the fans have always wanted, the world's always wanted. Everybody wants to see these fights, and it's just so good for everybody.
Who's your favorite fighter of all time?
Roberto Duran.
Hands of Stone, Roberto Duran.
Yeah. So you already know. We got one more intro, man, before we get the show started.
All right, it's time to go to school, son. Come on, get your hands up, man. You need an interpreter? It's time to go to school.
You will lose.
Yeah, y'all. So as of now, the Brian Norman Jr. versus Bruce Ennis fight is canceled. Yeah, that's right. I said it's canceled. Yeah, it's canceled. All the trash talking about Gerard Bruce Ennis. Brian Norman Jr. saying he was gonna fight him in Philly, in his hometown, in his backyard. You know, without a question, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Seems like the fight got canceled because they want extra money. You know? I mean, I really can't say nothing about too much about, you know, a person's work though, but I don't nobody really know even Brian Norman Jr. Nobody really know Brian Norman Jr. like that. People know Boots more than Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, people know Boots Ennis more than Brian Norman Jr. But it's all good though. You know, I mean, hey, maybe we might get the fight in 2025, man. But it's looking like right now, man. It's looking like Brian Norman Jr. is a duck, man. You know, he pricing himself out. You know what I'm saying? You know, trying to stump with the big dogs, man, and you ain't even paid your way all the way up there, man. You know, and both of the fighters, man, they emailed champs. They ain't really fought nobody for the belt. They've been given the belt. You know, so they both need each other. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't send Brian Norman Jr. what 3 offers already. You know what I'm saying? And every offer was more and more money. And they still turned it down. Then you said you're gonna fight him in his hometown in Philly, and then you don't even you turn down the fight after getting more money. So your next fight you might be getting less money than what you could have had from fighting Boots. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. But it is what it is. You know, boxing is a business. Which everybody know that, you know. But from the way Brian Norman Jr. was talking, you know, before all this occurred, he was talking like AB.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man, they call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
Thanks.
Yeah, he was talking like AB. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? But it seems that now, you know, it ain't that way. Now, Eddie Hearn them threw the money on the table, and they don't want to take the money. They want another what, 500,000 or whatever. I mean, the last fight you had, you only made what, 200K, from my understanding. So you was talking all that trash, and you don't want to take the fight. Come on, man. Now, let's be for real about that, man. You know, you got people calling you a duck. Now you don't want to fight in his hometown. Now you want to fight in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But we're gonna check these interviews out like we always do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check these interviews out with Brian Norman Jr. father and see what everybody had to say, and Eddie Hearn too. We're gonna check it out right now. Just in case y'all missed it. See, make sure the screen. Make sure, because it should be shared. Let's see. Okay, here we go. My bad, y'all. Here we go.
Fuck it. Let's negotiate. 1.3, 1.4. Bro, they would have been like, fuck it, run it. We taking the fight. I honestly would have been like, shit, if Senior would have heard 1.2, he would have been like, make the fucking fight happen. They didn't want to make this fight happen. That's what it boils down to, bro, because it could have gotten done. If I'm lying, the dude over there telling you straight up his cat.
With your experience in this game from a managerial standpoint, was this a publicity stunt?
From their standpoint, yes, because Eddie Hearn is about to.
Oh yeah, y'all. This is the video from the Boxing Voice from this morning. You know, this is another person's channel from the Boxing Voice. They did an interview with Brian Norman Jr. father and his coach.
Gonna try to sell y'all this bullshit Karen fight again, and honestly, Brian Norman Jr. was just the scapegoat. Like they needed an excuse. Okay, we're gonna try to make this fight happen. But he said he sent out a contract to Barrios. He sent the contract to Stanley. I don't know how true that was, but that came out of Eddie Hearn's mouth.
Stanionis, I just had on the show. He says he never received the contract. He said Barrios received something and they made a phone call about him.
I'm just saying. So just think about that. He sent out 2 or 3 different offers. So are you negotiating with 3 different people trying to see who's going to take the less of the deal? They did this shit to compensate for the bullshit y'all about to see with Boots and Karen. If they do fight, I don't know if he's going to move up or whatever, but it's a publicity stunt on their part, bro. We already had a fight set up. If we was going to look to get out the shit, I'd have been like, bro, like Jolene, let them know we already got a November 8th fight scheduled. We wouldn't even went this far if we weren't interested in taking the damn fight. So we did all this shit for nothing because we still going to run November 8th against whoever we going to fight. They did this shit as a publicity stunt to cover up the bullshit y'all about to watch in this rematch with Boots and Karen, bro. They never had a mindset to get this done.
But to be fair, y'all about to be in some bullshit. Cuevas y'all about to, the champ about to be a co-main. That's
okay.
mind-boggling to everybody that you're not gonna take the Boots fight and end up being a co-main event as the world champion.
Yeah, bro. At the end of the day, in regards to the negotiation standpoint, bro, we're not gonna just take anything. And any other young manager that's coming up out there, even the fighters, bro, you better stand on some shit in regards to this business, because if you don't, they're gonna end up doing the same shit over and over again, just handing you whatever. It's not a negotiation. It's just like, take whatever. If you don't take it, then okay, bro, he's gonna do his defense against, I don't know if it's Cuevas or whoever the fuck it's gonna be, but we couldn't get a deal done with Jaron Ennis because of the matchroom side. It had nothing to do.
Okay, now pause that, man. So how you supposed to be taking whatever when they done gave y'all 3 offers already and y'all done turned them down? And every offer was more money. Man, come on, man. Every offer was more money. So who turned the fight down? Every offer was more money. And y'all was set at what? 1.5 million, 1.7 million? I mean, yeah. 1.5, 1.7. Now, come on, now. Make it make sense, man. Who ducking, man? Who ain't? I mean, unless y'all just trying to get more money or something, that's what it seemed like. But y'all the ones that, you know what I'm saying y'all to fight that man on his territory. Y'all the ones that said y'all beat him in sparring. You know what I'm saying? And y'all done boxed him a couple times and this and that, and y'all will beat him. Man, come on, man. Like, for real, though, man. That's crazy, though, man. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all pricing yourself out. Let's get back to it.
Do with us because we wasn't asking for shit that was just outrageous. So, yeah, we're going to take the date that we already had scheduled.
All right. Well, Mr. Norman Sr., do you feel you have anything to add? Obviously.
I have a lot. I have a whole lot to add. Can I do this because my phone got messed up because a call came in, but I blocked all my calls? Can I drop out and call and drop right back in? All right.
Hey, OG, call me after you. All
right. I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna drop right back in. I'm gonna call you, dog.
All right.
Okay.
Ness, I appreciate you, man. As always.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on the platform and breaking it down, especially with the numbers. You see, because you haven't even told the audience, and I want you.
Hey, it's not like this story straight though.
To address that before you leave. That has nothing to do with taxes. You ain't deducting.
That's the thing though. I didn't want to bore nobody with the talk of taxes. Because at that point we all got to deal with the tax man. But from our standpoint, bro, we are looking to get the best deal done to make sure that our client, once he's done with the fight, bro, and they hand him his check, man, not handing my dude no check for no $810,000.
And see, from the standpoint, from what I see, how I see it, they all want to be millionaires. But y'all ain't the fighter. Y'all is not the fighter. I'm saying Brian Norman Jr. is the one that's supposed to get in the ring and fight. Y'all ain't doing nothing but training them and sitting back, to be honest. But y'all all want to be millionaires, man. Let them fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he's looking like a duck right now. Let them fight. And y'all still gonna get paid. Y'all gonna get something. And if he win, y'all gonna get extra paid. So what's the problem? I mean, hey, y'all ain't telling him not to. Y'all ain't telling him to stop saying what he was saying when he was saying he'd go to his home, he'll fight it. So man, come on now.
After we decided, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna strap up again. We're gonna go to somebody else's backyard and we're gonna take our belt and we're gonna go to take his belt. Bro, I get the risk behind it, but from a management standpoint, the reward has to make sense. And I'm gonna make sure that Brian Norman goes on with the most money possible. So if we have to take the long way home, which in my career, I've always have to take the long way home in regards.
Yeah, but when he get paid, y'all get paid. That's the thing. When he get paid, y'all get paid. That's the thing. When he make, the more money y'all make, man. Come on, man.
To getting to where I'm gonna get to. So if we have to wait till next year to catch up with Jaron Ennis, yesterday's price ain't gonna be today's price. So we're gonna have to negotiate again. And I hope Mr. Hearn wants to actually sit down or talk on the phone to actually get both sides, get both numbers straight, and then we sign off on this shit. Cause all this other rinky-dink social media shit, it ain't how I get down, bro. So whenever they're ready to make a deal, let's make a deal. But that's my spiel. But yeah, bro.
Final one is an easy, quick one. Again, in all your years, you've never had a negotiation this tough. Not this long. You've answered this long, but this difficult.
Yeah, because it's a lot of voices. Because we're with Top Rank again, so we're with Top Rank and we're promoted by a first-class company. So Carl Moretti does a great job of speaking on behalf of Brian in regards to their lawyers and their team. But it just, to me, it's really difficult because there's a lot of voices involved in this shit. Jolene's talking, I do a bit of talking. There's a lot of voices involved. I feel like, especially with Eddie Hearn being a decision maker, if you're going to go talk to the media about what did or what didn't happen, bro, we could easily have a phone call and it could be really quick on, okay, what is it what y'all want? This is what we're offering. Let's meet in the middle. Let's make this shit happen, bro. This is not a situation. I know who I'm dealing with Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. I'm not about to turn down something that I know is going to.
And I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. After this video right here, go to the next video, I'm going to tell y'all what I heard. I'm just listening, man, because some of this shit, man, somebody lying somewhere.
Going to be beneficial or lucrative for them, but at the end of the day, I'm not encouraging my client, knowing that he got to pay taxes on probably 1.5 to go home with $810,000 at the end of the night. I'm not recommending that shit because in regards to what I created with Protect Yourself at All Times and Fighters First, like that ain't what the companies are built up for. So we would be stupid to just accept that when we know that we can get more money for Brian Norman Jr. So yeah.
All right, Adrian. Well, thank you so much. If you want to give out your social media, and we're going to go ahead and continue with Brian Norman Sr.
So you mean to tell me y'all rather take nothing than something? Come on, man. That sound right.
Yeah.
Man, no, y'all leave me the fuck alone. I've been saying, hey, OG, they don't fuck with me now. I thought it was you that didn't fuck with. Now all of a sudden I'm unfit. I'm dumb in the motherfucker. Like,
don't worry about it. I got him. I got him.
Hey, call me after you done, yo.
Hey, I appreciate y'all making me not the only motherfucker trying to fucking shed light. I'm the only motherfucker out here doing the footwork, so I appreciate y'all doing that. I appreciate the transparency. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it from here because I'm gonna cook every goddamn bite. I'm ready.
All right. So what's up?
All right. So check this out right here. It's as simple as this. Eddie Hearn. Well, no. Let me say first. Breaking news. Jaron Ennis will never be undisputed at 147. Jaron Ennis will never be undisputed at 147. Why won't Jaron Ennis ever be undisputed at 147? Because he signed with a guy in Eddie Hearn that's not willing to do business like he needs to do business to make the fights. No champion. He's looking to build this name in Philadelphia, Jaron Ennis, his backyard, and bring everybody else in for peanuts. He want to pay Jaron Ennis all this money. He got paid. I'm so glad with the transparency of the money. Jaron Ennis got paid $3.3 million for his last fight against Avanesian, a guy that we was just picking at because we didn't know who the fuck he was. When he fought Terrence Crawford, now he got a name because Terrence Crawford knocked him out. He paid him $3.3 million for that. You want to bring a champion who's already doing his own thing. He already has his own flow. He already has everything going for him. You can't. None of the champions will come to Philadelphia and deal with that adversity for $1 million. Simple as that. I was very transparent from the start, and this is gonna prove to everybody that Eddie is lying. The very first interview he did, and every interview he did, he said the first offer was well north of $1 million. Well north.
Keep it real though. Keep it real though. Eddie do be lying though. That's what a lot of people say. Eddie do be lying now. But he do be trying to build a star.
North of $1 million.
He got that bread. He over there with turkey out of sheep. So he got
dollars. That put it at least what 1.234. All right. The first offer was $750,000. That was the first offer. All right. We said in the end, I told Bozy, I want my son to come home. Oh, I ain't tell Bozy this part. We said $2 million because I wanted my son to come home with $1.2 million. That's what we needed in the end. I wanted my son to at least clear $1 million. All right. $1 million puts you in a different tax bracket. The IRS gonna want 40% of that. Now, of course, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing or whatever. But if you're making a couple of $100,000, it's not like that. So let's say if I could do a job, I don't need all of this. Like he said, $700,000-800,000 sitting in the bank doing nothing when I can make $200,000 here, $300,000 there, and not be in that same tax bracket. You know what I mean? People not thinking from a business standpoint. They just fanfare. Oh man, that's more than he made. So what? My son not hurt. My son not broke. He not out here struggling. You know what I mean? It's not like that. Bottom line is, he said that we started at well north. Then he said we added $250,000 2 times. If I ain't mistaken, that put it at $2 million. If you do the math.
But if you do the math, though, make it make sense. If you do the math, you get more money. You're not even getting less. You're getting more. What are you talking about? Now you're not getting nothing. Come on, man.
Am I
talking back?
Correct.
I mean, it's got to be somewhere. I thought higher because he said well north of $1 million.
That's the lie, and those are the games he's playing. That's what I'm trying to say. You say
that could be that could be anything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So now, and I'm trying to break this because I want to put a break in my voice so you can understand what I'm saying. All right, so check it out. Well north. So that sounds like if you telling me you keep adding on $250,000, we should be at $2 million or somewhere close. We was not there. The actual number that we are right now today, and we are still optimistic, I am still hopeful, is $500,000. That's it. That's only so my son can bring home $1 million, really. $1.2 million, $1 million. That's it. That's all we are. So the last interview, he said, now they're saying we're miles away. Eddie is playing games. He said, we're close. And now they're saying we're miles away. You won't find, y'all know I've been very transparent. You won't find nothing where I say we're miles away ever. I never said that. We really want this fight. We really can show the world because there's several battles that's going to be won before we win the war of this. There's several battles where Boots Ennis will fight him in his hometown, fight him. I see through the smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors over there. And I'm going to break the fucking mirror. I already know what's going on. I see what they did. They pulled a fucking real live hat trick in front of the whole fucking boxing world, including myself. Because when I went back and I watched Boots and I watched his fights, even with my son, I watched him in front of everybody. I was like, this is the fucking hat trick. It's a hat trick and I already know how to fix it. It's a hat trick and I know how to solve the hat trick because I know how to pull the fucking the sheet from up under the motherfucker. So, I mean, we ready for that. I want that. But at the same time, I want my son to be well compensated for going to enemy territory. He's a young fighter. He had his own career. He can build his own name. Boots wasn't where my son was 4 years ago. At 20, my son is 23. Boots is 27. Boots wasn't a world champion at 23. You got people that are just so mad because we dare said we'll fight him. Now they say y'all duck him. Y'all won't fight him. No, we will fight him. If anything, if Eddie Hearn is serious about that offer, we'll take the last offer he gave. I'm glad I got this platform right now. We'll take the last offer he gave if he makes it in Vegas. You can't bring people to enemy territory and then pay them nothing and then pay your fighter $5 million. Because if he got paid 3.3 for Avanesha, what is he gonna get paid? What is he gonna get paid for Brian Norman Jr.? A unification bout. That's enormous. You can't bring it. We're not slaves. We're not peanuts. Again, like I said yesterday, we understand to do the king and queen shit over there on their end, but we're not. They're peasants. I don't know what this shit is about. My son can make 200, 300, 300, and fight 2-3 times a year. And guess what? He really just brought home more than he would have brought home with less tax problems, with less drama, with less, he don't have to deal with the crowd. Everything is in his favor. People not thinking the south side of the box. They're not thinking outside of the box. They're thinking, oh, 1.5. No, you're thinking from your broke ass couch. And I hate to be like that. You're thinking from your broke ass couch. Again, if I graduate from neurology school and I go to be a neurologist and in my first fucking job, they tell me that they're going to pay me $75,000. I'm like, nah, what the fuck? They're like, well, motherfucker, you pay $50,000 on your last job. This pays way more than that. That's fucking, that's poor thing.
So you tell me this. On your last job, if they offered you way more money in the fucking, what they call that shit? You get a fucking raise. You're not gonna take the raise. You're gonna say no. Man, bullshit. Straight bullshit. Fuck, who ain't gonna take my money? That don't even make sense. Man. Yeah, let's get back to it though. I got a little buffering going on. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, that's it. That shit right there is
in front of the whole fucking boxing world, including myself. Because when I went back and I watched Boots and I watched his fights, even with my son, I watched him in front of everybody. I was like, this is the fucking hat trick. It's a hat trick and I already know how to fix it. It's a hat trick and I know how to solve the hat trick because I know how to pull the fucking the sheet from up under the motherfucker. So, I mean, we ready for that. I want that. But at the same time, I want my son to be well compensated for going to enemy territory. He's a young fighter. He had his own career. He can build his own name. Boots wasn't where my son was 4 years ago. At 20, my son is 23. Boots is 27. Boots wasn't a world champion at 23. You got people that are just so mad because we dare said we'll fight him. Now they say y'all duck him. Y'all won't fight him. No, we will fight him. If anything, if Eddie Hearn is serious about that offer, we'll take the last offer he gave. I'm glad I got this platform right now. We'll take the last offer he gave if he makes it in Vegas. You can't bring people to enemy territory and then pay them nothing and then pay your fighter $5 million. Because if he got paid 3.3 for Avanesha, what is he going to get paid? You know, what is he going to get paid for Brian Norman Jr.? A unification bout. That's enormous. You can't bring it. We're not slaves. We're not peanuts. Again, like I said yesterday, we understand to do the king and queen shit over there on their end, but we're not. They're peasants. I don't know what this shit is about. My son can make 200, 300, and fight 2-3 times a year. And guess what? He really just brought home more than he would have brought home with less tax problems, with less drama, with less, he don't have to deal with the crowd. Everything is in his favor. People not thinking the south side of the box. They're not thinking outside of the box. They're thinking, oh, 1.5. No, you're thinking from your broke ass couch. And I hate to be like that. You're thinking from your broke ass couch. Again, if I graduate from neurology school and I go to be a neurologist and in my first fucking job, they tell me that they're going to pay me $75,000. I'm like, nah, what the fuck? They're like, well, motherfucker, you pay $50,000 on your last job. This pays way more than that. That's poor thinking. That's poor thinking. I can't let my son get played like that. $500,000. We're still optimistic about this fight, November the 9th. That's why I'm glad I got this platform.
Norman, to be clear, because you said that twice now, you mean 500,000 more
right now?
Yeah,
500,000 more.
You need 500,000 added to the 1.5. You want 2 million so that when it's all said and done.
The last offer was actually 1.7.
Okay.
We did the math. I don't know if Adrian was misspoke or what happened with that, but actually Top Rank takes 25 off top. That's what I was told. Match rank. So my bad. Again, that's another breakdown that we don't have to deal with. If my son makes $250,000, Matchroom won't get nothing because they're the promoter.
You mean
so? I'm not Matchroom.
You mean
Top Rank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Top Rank take 25 off top. But Top Rank don't get nothing because they're the promoter. So it's like you giving me money. It's like you paying me. It's like that old breakdown of would you take $2 million as a whole, or would you take $300,000 a week or a month? You know what I mean? It's the whole breakdown of that. But people, people so, I hate to look down on people so fucking broke thinking that they think, oh man, don't tell me what the fuck we need to do. My son ain't never struggled in his life. My son does not struggle. He's never struggled. He got me as a fucking dad. I ain't struggled since I was 21 years old. We not poor, bro. We not around here looking for no motherfucking scrapes and scrapes. No, that's your poor mind of thinking. Don't try to put that shit on us. Don't tell us what the fuck we need to take and what we need to be doing. No, we found, like he said, all the tax liabilities will be on 1 point whatever the $1 million that we would have to do. I want my son to at least be well compensated for going on those enemy territories. Bottom line, the breaking news to take from this is Jaron Boots Ennis will never be undisputed champion at 147 because he has a promoter that doesn't want to play ball. If he wants to play ball, he needs to put this shit on neutral territory. Then we can talk some real numbers. Otherwise, you got to pay people to come out there. Because to me, I think 1 point whatever million is a low end, even though on even ground because of the fight it is. But it is what it is. We ready. We ready still. Still to this day, we ready.
Well, I appreciate the transparency and the breakdown of all the numbers and obviously letting Eddie know here on this platform what you needed
right
more to get it done.
He didn't want to get it done.
Hopefully.
They saying so they saying they still ready. So basically they said they want another offer, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying they still ready.
You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I dare you to sit up there and say explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
So they saying they still ready, you know what I'm saying? They ready for another 500,000. That's what they ready for to get that fight. And I hope they get offered that other 500,000. I really hope they get offered that. See that fight happen, man. I ain't gonna lie. Brian Norman Jr., he can fight, man. Boost bad boy.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully hearing this, you know, you guys can get there. I mean, like you said, it's only 500 more. We say only, but we don't know what their budget is either, you know?
Okay, well, I tell you what, it's just like with Errol Spence. With Errol Spence, what he did, if Boost made 3.3 million, that means he's gonna make at least 5 for this one, because you gotta think he ain't gonna go, bullshit. So it's a unification bout. He's gonna make at least 5 for this. So if it's so serious and Boost wants this job and he wants to be undisputed, I'm telling you, Boost Ennis, I'm telling you, Bozy, y'all are not gonna get a chance at nothing because he ain't trying to pay. So y'all need to do what Errol Spence did and say, hey man, get it, man, what you want, even if you gotta take it off of mine. You need to pay for what you want. Give him 500. Give that 500,000 over to the other end and let us get that in. Let us make that fight. $500,000 off. That's it. That wasn't far. That's what I said from the start. I ain't never said we was miles away. Stop your fucking bullshit, Eddie. You never started at north of $1 million. You started at $750,000. No champion is going to know. We can make our own career. We can build our own brand. We look, we're 4 years behind Boots. We can do our own thing. You feel what I'm saying? Look at it. We have the ability to be on the same platform he on at 23. Boost never had Boost never slept nobody. Never slept nobody. I see people all in the comments. Oh man, he gonna sleep Norman. He gonna hurt him bad. You go look at this. Thomas DeLorme, man. I hate to throw salt, but I'm being real. He go to smoke and mirrors. Thomas DeLorme, motherfucker had 5 losses. He hit the nigga behind the head. Over with. Cussio Clay, the motherfucker sat there and did absolutely nothing. Hit him behind the head. It was over with. Those were the only 2 niggas I seen him knock out, really. Then they stopped the fight. He ain't slept nobody. The rest of them was dead fucking bodies, walking right at him, flat-footed fighting, smoke and fucking mirrors. I've never watched him, and I hate to be doing this, but I got to keep it real.
I'm not saying Brian Norman Jr., I'm not saying he can't be a household name or a main attraction, but hey, bro, be honest with you, don't nobody really know Brian Norman Jr. You know what I'm saying? People feel like, you know what I'm saying, you and your son is clout chasing right now. You know, because don't nobody really know your son like that unless, you know what I'm saying, he mentioned Boots. Right after he mentioned Boots, that's when everybody started talking about your son, man. Let's be real. Ain't nobody heard about y'all for about a whole 2 years or so. Even though I knew who y'all was, a couple other people knew who y'all was. But now everybody know who y'all is, man. And everybody think y'all clout chasing and ducking. And that's what it is, bro.
I've never watched him. I was always a fan of Jaron Ennis. I've never watched him as an opponent. So I sat, when this fight first started, I watched him as an opponent. It was easier to break down than Giovanni Santillon and Quentin Roundell because the opponents wasn't doing shit. With Quentin Roundell and with Giovanni Santillon, these opponents were trying to beat these guys. Boost opponents was not trying to win. Go look at any fucking fight you want. Go look at it. It's smoke and mirrors. Go look at it. Each fighter, flat-footed, is tailor-made, was put right in your face. And when you got the announcers telling you how amazing he is, no, he's a very talented fighter. But one thing he don't have It's true power. One thing, and these are the battles that's gonna be won in that fight. He ain't gonna stand in the motherfucking kitchen and he ain't gonna cook with my son. My son gonna burn his ass up out of there. That's one battle that's gonna get won. I watched him. They got a common opponent, Damian Fernandez. Boots was 23 years old. My son was 20. Boots took 3 rounds and played with this motherfucker. Did some matrix shit, and that's some of the shit that y'all say amazing. My son went in there and wiped this nigga out in a minute and 31 seconds. And that's including 3 knockdowns. You can go look that up. A lightweight, Lemos, came right after Boots did that and knocked him out in 1 round. So if a lightweight can knock this man out in 1 round, and Boots takes 3 rounds, what do you take from that? Boots does not have real power. We want that fucking work, and we want it now. We want that work. I want my son to get his opportunity. Eddie, come up with this $500,000. Get this motherfucking work. We really want this shit now. I'm real about this shit. We go in the fucking enemy territory. We go behind enemy line, but you ain't finna fucking pimp us. You ain't finna pimp us. We ready, bro. I'll be full transparent about everything. Everything I say is from the motherfucking heart, and I mean everything I'm got this. Ain't no ducking, ain't no nothing. We want the fucking smoke, and we want it now. Because all of them fans, all these people in the comments, you can't fight for Boots. Boots has never been tested in front of the lights. Boots has never been cut. Boots has never been down. Boots has never been booed. Boots has never been in a 50-50 fight. He's never been in an 80-40 fight. 80-20 fight. Everybody, he's been in an 80-20 fight, but that's about all he's been in. Everybody knew he was going to win. People knew he was going to win. My son has been well tested. He's ready for this. This was a build up to this. Eddie Hearn, $500,000. Add that shit. You got yourself a fight. The funny thing, gotta watch boring ass Karen. We ain't gotta chase him around, and we finna cook Boots because he ain't gonna sit his ass in there. The first war we gonna win is when y'all see Boots running around that motherfucking ring and jumping around, flopping his arms and shit like that. That's the first war. That's the first battle that's gonna be won. And you watch what Brian Norman Sr. said while you watching the fight. Because if you stand in that fight, his ass jumping right the fuck up out of that. Put on everything. You ain't never seen Boots sleep nobody.
I'm excited. I'm excited, man. You got me hyped up, especially, the whole part about never assessing Boots as an opponent. It's interesting to hear you look at him with a different set of eyes.
And then that motherfucker is not what they say. I was like, they fooled me too. I was like, oh shit. When I went back and I watched it, man, I called Jolene, I called AC, I called B, I called Tate Jones, I called Mark Nash, I called so many people. I'm like, bro, look at this shit. Look at this shit. And each and every last one of them saw what I saw. They was like, wow, you're right. Custio Clay, go watch the fight. That nigga didn't do nothing. Never came forward. It's the narrators. It's about what they're telling you, what you're looking at while you're looking at it. But you got to look at who you're looking at doing it and what they're doing in return. These niggas ain't doing nothing in return.
But of course, if that's your son, of course you're going to think you ain't. I mean, you ain't never supposed to go and get your son. Of course you're going to think your son going to win. I mean, for real though. But the people's champ is the people's champ. That's what it is, man. People know Boots more than they know their son. And that's just what it is.
St. Liston said tonight that even after you beat him for the title, that you're still not a fighter. Where's your comment for this?
Oh, he's right. I'm not a fighter. I can't fight. I'm nothing. I've only had 250 fights, never lost none. World Olympic gold medal winner, 2-time United States AAU champion, international Pan American game champion, national AAU champion, 59 and 60. Have predicted what round my opponents will fall in 16 fights. Don't have a mark on me, but I can't.
Yeah, man.
Put it equivalent as you put Michael Jordan on the fucking court with a motherfucking 13-year-old. Of course he gonna show out. And that's what it is. Again, I was fooled too. I was looking at it as a fan. I wasn't looking at it as a fan no more. It was easy to break down. I was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna keep watching this, because with Giovanni Satian, I watched that man probably 1,000,000 times or better. And I'm not exaggerating. I had him down to a science. There's nothing to have Boots down to a science because he's not facing anything. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a great talent. He's a great counter puncher. He's a great body puncher. But one thing is, I know this is gonna be crazy. Everybody's like, no, the fuck he's not. He's pillow fisted. The reason I say he's pillow fisted is he hit one of them guys that got a red shorts on, well, Olympian Nets, who's a little motherfucker. He hit Olympian Nets so many motherfucking times, he just had to fucking stop it. He's talented. He's more talented than them. So I'm not saying he can't fight. I'm just saying what you're seeing is smoke and mirrors. You got this big so-called Terminator that can't knock out a little bit of ass Olympian Nets. You beat on this man and beat on this man and beat on this man. This man stayed there. He kept coming. He didn't get dropped. Nothing. But you think he gonna cook my son? Look at the delivery of the way my son is delivering punches. When my son get a punching bag in front of him, he get him up out of there. He ain't sitting there punching on punching bags for 12 rounds, 10 rounds, 8 rounds, 6. No, these guys are fighting back. But with Boots, these guys are not fighting back. These guys are just looking, standing, walking around, just getting beat on. So how the fuck is he determined when they keep coming and coming and coming? Fuck it, I don't even care about the fucking camaraderie no more. I'm telling you what's going on. I'm exposing this shit. And we trying to get that work. Eddie Hearn, $500,000 more dollars. Man, let's get that motherfucking work. So we got many battles to be won. We gonna fuck him up. I'm just being real with you. Fuck it, I don't even care no more. Gloves off, nigga. Gloves off. Knees, hands, elbows, gloves off. There's no way the run-ins can beat my son. Again, even when they sparred with it, I told you what happened. I took from that like, damn. And this was even back then, like, this nigga he's never hurt him. He's been in the ring many times, shit in the ring time, never hurt him, never.
Smart to fight for real, though. I mean, that's training. That's not really being under the lights and really fighting.
Fuck with him, never did nothing. But hey, we ready for the work, man. 500,000, Eddie. It ain't too late. Boots, Boldy, I text y'all. I've been telling you. I told you the number from the beginning. Tell this nigga to put 500,000 up and shut Brian Norman Sr. the fuck up. Let's get that work. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. He coming out saying, oh, it's too late. He dropped the ball. Yeah, nah, that's because that's what you wanted in the first place. You wanted Karen. You wanted to sell that shit to make Boots bigger than what he is. No, you wanted to do that shit. You wanted to get the world talking about, ain't nobody fucking clout chasing him. We dead ass serious. We want that work. Let's get it. It's not over with. It's not dead. He the only one that's walking away from the table with his fucking ball. No, we right here. We still here. Say Boots can take a 500,000 pay cut because it ain't but fucking taxes anyway. It's really less taxes that he got to pay. That's clear. If you take $500 less and you own $4 million, $5 million, then that's really less than you got to pay in taxes. So that's nothing. That's easy.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing else to say. Honestly, I've reached out to Eddie to see could we get him on, but he hasn't replied just yet.
Because he ain't. He don't want this fight. Eddie ain't stupid. He don't want this fight. There are many battles. Please come shut me the fuck up. Final, please shut me up. Please, all these Boots fans in my motherfucking comments, all these Boot fans in my inbox telling me about what this nigga gonna do. This nigga ain't never slept nobody. My son just had potentially knockout of the year when he fucking got at 23 years old. You talking Boots at 27, never slept nobody, never got a knockout, never broke down nobody. My son, you saw Giovanni Santilla's spirit leave his fucking body. My son be the man in his home fucking town. They want to talk about that win ain't nothing. This is a amigo, which you know they have nothing but pride in his hometown. All respect to him. He's such a warrior, and that's why I was so proud of my son. People don't want to give him the credit that he deserved. At the end of that round, from round 8 to 12, all of y'all, go back and watch my son right from 8 to 12. That's my son punching on the punching bag. Watch the delivery of his punches. Go watch Boots bullshit that he punching. All that goddamn, the fuck out of here with that shit. No, nigga, you getting slept. I'm dead serious. You getting slept. You getting your ass up out the kitchen. You're going to be a fucking, if Boots win, it's going to be a robbery. It's going to be either a robbery or it's going to be that motherfucker running around the ring, pointing and waving his hand and flaring his hands every fucking well. You know I'm doing all that jumping around. My son ain't been to jump around out from nobody. We don't do all that. We ain't scared to get hit. We ain't scared to be in the kitchen. We want to be in the kitchen. My son boxes around. He don't jump around. That nigga jump out and that's why I be watching everything. But I don't have much to go on because of his opponents. So again, he's a good fighter. He's literally never been tested by anybody. Go watch anybody. Thomas Delorme is the only one that had the nuts to come try to get him. Thomas Delorme already had 5 losses. And when you get that kind of fighter coming at you, then it's the bull and metal. You know he not gonna faint. You know he coming. So when he move out, you counter that. It's simple. I'm cerebral with this shit. It's basic. That was basic fucking 1, 2, 3. Smoke and mirrors right in your face. Thomas Delorme is coming. Thomas Delorme is already a loser. He already lost before. These guys are smaller. These guys, you know what I'm saying? It was smoke and mirrors put right in your face. I'm pulling the motherfucking wool out. And we ready to get, hey, you fucked around and let a real nigga in. That's what you did. You fucked around and let a real nigga in. We trying to get that work.
Nothing else to say, man. Just appreciate you coming on, and
I appreciate the platform. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
We appreciate you choosing us to get it off your chest. Hopefully, Eddie responds and we can
500.
Get this thing done, because it's like I said, no one else is willing to go over there. We just had a man. We just had a Mantis Stenonius on. He said it's not enough money to go across the street. You know,
Exactly.
So,
He ain't gonna never be undisputed. He's never gonna be undisputed because Eddie ain't trying to play ball.
But y'all the ones that said y'all was gonna go across the street. Boots never said nothing about y'all going across the street. Y'all the ones said y'all was going across the street, man. Now when the money comes and you get 3 different offers, you talking about y'all don't want to go across the street. Y'all want to go somewhere else now. Come on, man.
We trying to goddamn make him undisputed. We trying to give him an opportunity. We giving him an opportunity. My son has a young career. He's up and coming. Boots is supposedly already there. Boots is 27. He's 4 years older than my son. What are we talking about? My son can build his own thing on his own time. You know what I mean? Boots was not a champion at 23 years old. My son took the opportunity that he was given and he crushed it. He went through the fire and he crushed it. Boots has been given and handed every fucking thing. We finna take it. This shit was tailor-made for us, and we coming to take it. So many battles. When that fight go off, when that bell go off, and that nigga start running around the ring and jumping around the ring, that's gonna be the number one. Y'all say, oh, that nigga said he was gonna do it. Watch what I tell you.
I can't wait to see this. Man, I hope this fight happens next year.
He ain't gonna stand there and fight.
well, I can't wait, man. Eddie, where you at? Listen,
500,000, Eddie. I sold the fight for you, Eddie. I helped sell the fight for you. Boots ain't selling this shit. Bose ain't selling this shit. Ain't nobody selling this shit but me. I helped sell the fight, and we mean it, and we real about what we saying. That's the good thing about anything. You mean it. We mean it. We're not just fucking talking. We mean this shit. I gave you the number from the very start. I gave both of the number from the very start. It's $2 million, really 2.2, so my son can walk away with 1.2 or whatever. But as long as my son walk away with over 1, we ready to go, and that's still, I still don't feel like it's acceptable, but we ready.
That's another thing I want you to double down on, because you corrected Adrian and said it was a $1.7 million offer, but then you went and said you would take 1.5 in Vegas. So are you taking 200,000 less in Vegas, or do you mean you would take the final offer in Vegas?
And that's why I said the final offer. We'll take the final offer in Vegas. We will absolutely take the final offers in Vegas. 1.7. We will take that final offer in Vegas.
Cool. I thought that's what you meant. I just wanted to make sure to get it on audio.
And I appreciate that, because you know people twist everything a motherfucker say. I mean, he said he'll say no. I said I put it everywhere. I've been putting it everywhere. Your final offer, Eddie, we will take the shit. We will take it in Vegas. You can't bring people on enemy grounds, on enemy territory, and expect them to bow down to him. So bottom line, what we've already crushed here is nobody's afraid of Boots Ennis. And Madison Stanley only said there's not enough money. It's logical. Like, you're bringing us. You're feeding us bullshit. That's what I'm saying. You can't bring us on enemy territory in your backyard with your judges, with your referees, with your promotional group, your management. Come on, you can't do that. Like, if we win on the cards, we lost. Who want to put that up? This $800,000 ain't gonna be worth that. We can make that 200, 300, 300, 300, 200, 200. Like, it's not, or 250. I'm sorry, because you got minimums. People say that my son gonna make more than $200,000 in the next fight because you have championship minimums, and it's more than $200,000. So, I mean, you know, again, but these motherfucking mathematicians and all these motherfuckers sitting on the couch digging in their toes, eating donuts and shit. Oh, man, you could have did it. Yeah, your fat ass would have did it. We ain't broke.
Well,
we will.
I don't want to keep you any longer. We do appreciate it. Hopefully, this gets to the right ears and we can get this thing done.
It will. And if it don't get to the right end, we don't get it done, the motherfucker's ducking smoke. I do not think Boots ducking smoke. I do not think Boza ducking smoke. I think he's a great fighter. I do. I just think it's been smoke and mirrors that he's not battle tested at all. I think that Eddie knows that. Eddie does not want to make the fight with anybody. That's why nothing has been over $2 million and you giving your fighter all this money. Boots, take a $500,000 pay cut. It's only going to be taxes anyway. It's fucking tax write-off. It's only going to be, like you said, you pay 3% of the sanctioning fees. It's only going to be a write-off. It's going to be less. It's going to be less fees that you got to pay. That $500,000 ain't going to be nothing on $4 and $5 million. Take that cut. If you want this fight to happen, you really are who you are. Philly, tell this nigga to shut me up. Take that little cut because all his taxes. He ain't got to see that. He gonna fight again. He gonna be a bigger name if he does what he says he's gonna do. And that's it. We ready. We ready for the work, man. We ready for the smoke. It's not over with. It's not dead. We ready. I'm so glad that these numbers came out and everybody was transparent. That first offer was not well north of no million, nothing. And it was $750,000. Fucking insult. But we ready, boss.
All right. There you have it, ladies and
All right,
gentlemen.
man.
Brian Norman Sr. Getting down to the bottom of everything that is taking place. We are.
Yeah, y'all. There you go with Brian Norman Sr., man. Yeah, that was with Brian Norman Sr. Let's check out, man, and see what Eddie Hearn had to say over there on the Matchroom, man. Eddie Hearn had something to say, and Boots had something to say too. Let's go check this out over here, man. Eddie Hearn had something to say too. You know? Let me see, can I pull this up real quick? Here you go, right here. Might be an ad or something coming up, but it's all good.
At Metro, get a new iPhone 12 with 5G.
For you with Kell Brook beating Sean Porter, how does it feel to be back?
Yeah, this is one of my favourite arenas. I mean, holds about 7,000 open air. Gets very hot here, but seen some great fights and great nights here over the years. Of course, Kell Brook beating Sean Porter, just like wild, sort of coming here, no real clue what we were doing. My old man was here as well. Kell just came straight into the lines. Then dethroned Sean Porter in probably one of the great British performances of all time. Scott Quigg came back here.
It's the latest update.
Do you know what? Like, it's frustrating because you hear everything that Brian Norman Sr. or his daddy's saying, and none of it really makes sense. Like, if this is a really simple situation. The first offer that was made to Brian Norman was nicely over $1 million. They said that they felt that, not insulting, but was nowhere near. We've made 2 more offers, $250,000 every time now, to levels that Brian Norman will never see. And it's like, we keep getting told we're close, then we go back and make another offer, and then we're told by his team that we're actually not that close. And I start to think, Brian Norman, do you want this fight, or are you clout chasing, or as the others might say over here, cap, or whatever it is?
Not sure if that works, but
not sure it is either. But it's like, do you want to be great, Brian Norman? Like, not being funny. Who is Brian Norman? I know Brian Norman's a good fighter, but no one knows who Brian Norman is. We're giving you a bucket load of money and an opportunity for you to unify the division against, in my opinion, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Now, you say Boots is overrated. You say he's not the bogeyman. Then why wouldn't you take this bucket load of money to prove that you're the best welterweight in the world? So let's just stop with the interviews online. We've gone back 3 times now with more money, to a point, like, with all due respect to Brian Norman, he shouldn't be making this kind of money. But we're ready and we're prepared to pay him it. And then we get told, oh, you're miles off. It's like, we just saw an interview with this guy saying we're right close. We've just gone back with another $250,000, and now you're telling us we're miles away. So I don't believe the bullshit of Brian Norman and the team. If you want the fight, you would have taken the fight. And
they both saying the same thing in a way, though, man. Somebody lied, man. But they ain't seen eye to eye. So, something ain't right. I believe the man with the money got always gonna speak first, because he got the money.
Now,
whether or not they want to take it or not, that's on them. Other than that, shit. Hey, the man with the money is the man with the money.
Yeah, we're in a situation where the IBF, which is absolutely ridiculous, has ordered Trudezian to fight the rematch. Listen, the kid's a good fighter. Boots has already beaten him. The IBF have got to stop with this. They're ruining boxing by ordering fights that people really don't want to see, especially when he's already beaten him. So we may vacate the belt and we may do something different, because Boots has got to prove to the world how great he is. We may fight Trudezian and we might just get it out of the way. But Brian Norman has missed the boat, and now he's got to go and fight someone for peanuts that no one's ever heard of. Boots is all right. Boots is on a fortune. But Brian Norman had the chance to prove himself as a superstar, and they dropped the ball. And I hate all this stuff. The dad's going on, giving these interviews, and like, you're not even in a conversation. We've never had a conversation with a dad. Very frustrating. Brian Norman.
What could you do differently? You say about maybe vacating the belt and exploring other options.
We have to be in the right. Listen, we may take care of the mandatory again, but we didn't want to. We want to fight. Listen, we've made offers like Stanionis, well north of $1 million. Where's Stanionis going to see money like that? Who is Stanionis? These guys are being, it's laid on a plate for him. And the problem is with boxing, Brian Norman, Stanionis, Marios Barrios, they know they can't beat Boots. And the dad will come out, Brian, yeah, we will fucking prove it then. Excuse my language. It pisses me off because no one wants to really be great. Right? Brian Norman, who no one's ever heard of, has a chance to beat Jaron Ennis and become a superstar in the support and make a fortune on the way. But he talks about it, but he's not about it. And Stanionis, don't even get me started on Stanionis. That geezer piped up on Twitter. I mean, not being funny. When I made the offer to Stanionis, I nearly threw up in my caviar. And now he don't want to know either. Barrios is fighting someone else, whatever. Look, Barrios is a good fighter. But these guys, they're not really about it. They're not. They talk about it. No one wants to roll the dice and try and be great. That's what it's about.
Is the Rolls Royce smelling like a fishmonger's now?
No, but it's like, it just pisses me off. All I do is read, and then people come back and they're like, oh, Eddie, people, tweet, DM, whatever. Oh, why aren't you going to make Brian? I bet your offer was like 300,000. It's like, I wish it was. It was well over 5 times over that, well over it. And yet he still don't want to fight. What's Brian Norman's biggest purse ever? 200 grand? Please.
Final question, because Colin from IFL here is waiting. Look, he's doing his stretches, waiting to grab you here. We're going to see Shakur Stevenson in camp next week, but it seems that you've ducked the game of basketball that was highly touted. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not playing Shakur Stevenson at basketball because, when I tried the darts trick with Terence, that was like the worst call in the world. And I thought Shakur, I know he's an amazing athlete, but I'm 6'5" on the basketball court. Then I saw him playing in some celebrity tournament. He's unbelievable. So I'm not getting involved with anything with Shakur Stevenson. He's in camp. You guys are going to go and see him next week. I'll tell you something now. This is a very tough fight against Joe Cordina. I don't like the way people criticize the Cordina fight because Cordina was the best super featherweight in the world, right? He fought Kakachi, probably one fight too many at 130, got hit after the bell, never recovered. Look at the fights against Agawa, knockout of the year. Look at the fight against Rakimov, fight of the year. Tell me the opponents that Shakur Stevenson has beaten that are better than Joe Cordina. This is probably one of the toughest fights of Shakur's career so far. Up at 135 pounds, and Joey's got the bit between his teeth for the bounce back. He's an underdog in the fight.
Okay, there you have it, man. So everybody, y'all done heard what Eddie Hearn had to say about it. Y'all done heard what Eddie Hearn had to say about it, Are we gonna see what Jaron Boots Ennis had to say about it in Bulls? Yeah, we rocking out, man. We on about a good hour or so right now. It's all good. Just clearing the air a little bit. That's all we doing. Look at the Boots right here. Talking about Brian Norman Jr. Here go the Boots interview right here.
Energizer 3-in-1 Child Shield is the world's first coin lithium battery that has 3 different
Ballsy next anyway.
Just one taste and you'll understand. Baskin Robbins. Seize the yay.
What's good with you, Boots?
What's going on?
You in the headlines again. The negotiations with Brian Norman Jr. is going viral. You've done interviews. They've done interviews. Any update on negotiations?
Right now, I'm staying behind the scenes right now and not talking too much. Staying behind the scenes, trying my best ability to make this fight happen, and that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Now, word was that y'all were close to a deal, close to an agreement, close to a number. Mm-hmm. Is that true? Can we expect an announcement for this fight soon?
We sent another offer, and he asked for almost double. We trying our best to make this fight happen.
How many offers have you sent so far?
3.
So you've gone up
each and every time.
Each and every time.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if they looking for a retirement check or what. Like I said, I'm here to collect belts. I'm here to be undisputed. And collect all these belts and make the biggest fights possible happen.
What's the most important thing to you right now? Is it money or is it legacy?
Legacy. I'm here to be undisputed. I'm taking over this weight division. I'm here to collect belts.
Okay. Is it safe to say this would be his highest payday ever?
Most definitely. I heard he said something about something. I ain't a big dog or something like that. If you think I ain't a big dog, why would you turn down your biggest payday or multiple times? Come on. Let's come make this fight happen.
Is that your message to Brian Norman Jr.?
Because
I know.
So they both said they want to fight, but the money is not adding up. I guess on Brian and them side, I guess the money ain't adding up to them. You know what I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. You know, but it seemed like they both want to fight. We'll see if we get that fight.
The dad's doing a lot of interviews and vice versa. So if you were talking to the fighter, what would you say?
Yeah, they doing a lot of talking. They doing too much talking, you know, and they ain't doing no action. You know, sign them papers, man. Sign them dollar lines, and stop putting on a show for the Instagram and YouTube and do all these interviews and all that. But nobody want to hear none of that. Sign a dotted line, make this fight happen. I want the fight. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen right now.
I'll be honest with y'all, man. A lot of people saying that Boots ain't really got enough personality really to really even be selling the fight. Even though people know who Boots Ennis is, Jerron Boots Ennis is, and even though a lot of people know who he is, you know, inside the ring, but they saying outside the really ain't got personality. You know? But when people heard Brian Norman Jr. call out Boots like that, but they was calling Boots the boogeyman, so everybody, I ain't gonna lie, everybody gravitated to that. Everybody wanted to see that fight with Brian Norman Jr. and Jerron Boots. Let's see what Bowsy got to say. That's his father. That's Boots' father.
Here with the tribal chief. What's good, Mr. Wilson?
Same old, man. And then getting my fighters together, get ready, have these fights that's coming up.
Yeah, you got Cool Boy in September 14th.
Then I got Haven, get ready to fight too.
28th, In other headlines, you've been in with the negotiations with your son and Brian Norman Jr. At first, things were looking like that it possibly was going to happen. Now, you know, it's reports saying that it's not.
Right.
Is there an update?
All I know is they've been offering him a certain amount of money, and I heard it's good money, more than he ever made. Like I said, he made 100,000 or something for Stanyunian, whatever his name is. Stanyunian, whatever his name is. And that's all I've been hearing. You know what I mean? I heard they offered him a nice piece of money. He turned that down, and that was it. But he had called me before they even said anything to me about it, and said that yes, they offered me a nice piece of they offered me some money, and the money they offered me wasn't what we was looking for. So we wanted at least $2 million. You know what I mean? Then after that, he was saying, you know, after he said all that stuff, he said, "Don't worry about it. The fight's gonna happen November the 9th. I'll see you November the 9th." And now all this stuff going on. He going around running his mouth, talking Boots ain't this and Boots and that. See, I'm trying to be respectful, man, because he's disrespected now. You know what I mean? But he know what Boots done to his son in here. You know what I mean? And I just don't want to be like him though. But I have to tell the truth. Boots hit him with a body shot and dropped him in here. And then when he first came down, the first time he came down, because we was under the same contract with Cameron Duncan. You know what I mean? He was the manager. And I told Cameron I need some sparring for Boots. So Cameron says, "Oh yeah, I got a couple guys. Brian Norman." I said, "Yeah, Brian Norman. He's a pretty good fighter, man, and plus he can punch." I said, "Yeah, send him down." But Cameron said, "Well, I told him don't go down there and act crazy or something like that." I said, "You ain't got to tell him that. Don't worry about that, right?" So when he came down here, and I told his father, you know what I mean, that I need 4 from Bryant, 4 from this guy, 4 from that guy, 12 rounds. But Bryant's father going to say, "Oh, we do whatever," you know what I mean, like that. I said, "Okay." You know what I mean? Got in there, you know what I mean? Boots broke him down after 3 rounds. And I made Boots fight inside with him, his own game, and backed him up. You know what I mean? Since he's his father running his mouth, man, I'm trying to be respectful, man, but I'm tired of him running his mouth. You know what I mean? And he told me he want to make the fight. Make the fight. Stop running your mouth, man. Ain't nobody ducking. They offer you more money than you ever want to see.
Now he hit you up first and said that, you know, it wasn't enough money.
Yeah.
But then
Bruh.
I guess they kept offering more
money.
And then afterwards he said that.
Yeah, he said, but he texted me. I got the text. See, and I got the text when at the Boost sparring that time. You know what I mean? He sent me a text and I got that text. So tell him, don't let me put that text out. You know what I mean? I got that text when he said, man, listen, your son whooped my son ass, man. He said, but we were sparring Crawford, Bud Crawford. My son had him knocked out on his feet. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I don't even expose stuff like that. I don't like talking like that. But he's running his mouth like his son a killer. His son can fight. He's a good fighter. No disrespect. But I think he's trying to live through his son.
But you were under the impression after your conversation with him that there was going to be a deal.
Well, he already told me, he said, don't worry about all this stuff that's going on. I'll see you November 9th. And I can show you that.
Okay, y'all, man, that was enough of the smoke talk right there. You know what I'm saying? That was enough of the smoke talk right there. You know, we been on for a good hour, man. I know some people been up. You know, probably still up. Got something to do. Yeah, though, man. That's what it is right there, man. You know. What it is right there. So yeah, man, on that note right there, I'm about to go ahead, man, and you know what it is, man. Get on up out of here. And I'll holler at y'all, man, in a minute. Everybody have a good holiday, man. If I don't be on tomorrow, everybody have a good, safe, nice holiday. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy y'all weekend and y'all holiday, you know.
I just come to let y'all know, put some respect on my name.
I might be out of here in a minute.
I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Bad. Fast. Last night, I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
Yeah, y'all. So, your boy gonna be up out of here, man. The Box Committee Podcast Plus. Like I said, y'all have a nice one. And enjoy y'all Labor Day.
Hey! Huh! Come on, Mike! Holy shit!
Bitch, I'm in here going live. They been sleeping on the fire. Nigga mugging, looking stupid, so I pushed them in his eye.
Come
I'm
on.
a big bike sword, and I'm standing on this shit. Free my brother like no other. I'm the fire. He the sick. Bitch, ain't no talking, let's shoot it out. I just pop me a bing, got me booted now.
Record me. I'm the best I'm the best in the building. Y'all talking about that in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we doing. No, you don't record nobody but me, because I'm the best in the building.
Hold on. You the best in the building?
You Philippines motherfucker looking motherfucker. What's going on?
Oh, we just chilling, man. We just.
Yeah,
I get some stuff. Motherfucker, you was in the middle of saying something.
I say I'm the
Fuck
best.
you.
That's what it's in the middle of saying. Y'all see what I did on Showtime? Fuck you.
Yeah. There he is right
Fuck
there.
y'all talking about.
What he do, Adrian? What's good with you, fam?
Hold up. His black ass ain't saying fuck you. He just saying fuck the haters. So that's what he was saying.
All right, peace, y'all, man. Enjoy y'all weekend, your holiday, man. I'm out. It's the Boxing League Podcast Plus. See you again the next time around the globe, yo.
bye-bye. And we say bye-bye. And we say bye-bye.